Sagittarius, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. And if you're not a Sagittarian, then it's definitely your message. It would only show up if there's something here that you need to hear. It always shows up at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. This is a beautiful place. It's like you're moving on from childhood into a solid place of your choosing, but you're carrying with you the sentiment of what you loved and what you cared about. So this is Cancerian energy, and this is Six of Cups. It's very much home-based. It's very much based on your home space, your childhood. Pleasure, definitely. You could be heading into something that is pleasurable, or heading in, maybe you're traveling to see family or traveling to be more connected to family. But I think it more has to do with this sense of, because this is a card of maturity. This is a card of, I'm going to pick myself up after my experiences and I'm going to use them to drive me forward. So moving on, you could be moving closer to home, or you could be moving on from childish ways or childhood. I wouldn't say childish, childhood considerations. But there's just this wonderful sentiment of love here. There's a wonderful sentiment of belonging and connection to authentic, kind of pure desire, right? It's not selfish or erotic desire. The Six of Cups is, the energy where you can look at a flower for a long period of time and just see the beauty of everything in it. So that's kind of what this is. It's like you're heading into a more innocent and peaceful time. We also have these two, this is the Two of Cups here. So the Two of Cups is connection with another person. Now, when the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups come out together like this is connecting to somebody that you have known for a long time or cared about for a long time, connecting to a childhood friend, connecting to somebody who is a soulmate energy, somebody you could be traveling to go see or visit this person in order to just connect more deeply to yourself, remember who the hell you are. Or connect more deeply. It's almost like a celebration of sorts is coming towards you when it comes to connecting back to a more authentic place, something that you love, someone that you love. And then we have a new chance or a new start, a new possibility. This could definitely be somebody from your past returning to connect to you in a romantic way, or somebody from your past returning to make you happy, to make you smile, to give you a sense of belonging and purpose again. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is putting your all into something. This person would have been a ride or die. This person would have been somebody that you've known for a long time, or this person may be willing to help you financially somehow. There's been some undermining here. There's been some distraction, and there's been some taking. There's also a sense of maybe some desperation where you really do need some help. There could be a sense of you helped somebody a great deal, and now you're experiencing a sentiment of they didn't help you in the same way, or they haven't repaid you or helped you in the way that you needed it. There is a sense of loss here. I can't overlook that. There's a sense of loss in it's almost like being led naively into something with your whole heart out, feeling like I'm doing this, I need to help, I need to care for, and now I feel emptied somehow. I feel like I've been either abandoned, or a place that I put my resources is now being ripped out from underneath me. That's really interesting. Okay, so let's see what we do about that, because that's certainly not a place where you want to be or you want to stay. So let's get a moon card. A time to give rather than take. So you are being asked, and maybe it's becoming too much for you. There's a sense of feeling like you're being taken from too much, or that you're being drained, because there's that sense of you were giving and you were open, and now it feels maybe not that somebody betrayed you, but that in some ways you gave too much because you wanted to help, you wanted to be good, but you gave too much. There was too much that there was, it's like, okay. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. That's beautiful energy, actually. So you're about to be repaid for all that you put in or all that you gave. Right? There is not a sentiment here of being betrayed. There's a sentiment of you put in a lot, you did a lot, maybe you worked a lot, you gave and gave and gave to the point of self-depletion, and then you started to really feel it, this sense of, oh, I got distracted with all the ways that I wanted to help, or everything that I wanted to do, maybe spent a little too much, you could have spent too much money or energy in a specific direction, and now you're turning around and realizing, oh, people took what I needed. I gave too much. And that is saying the end of a rough cycle approaches, a saying of almost like growing up, a seriousness, a sense of, my bad, I learned my lesson, not gonna do that again, right? I put in too much, I allowed people to take too much. They did. I was so distracted by making sure that everybody else had what they needed, or by doing what I felt was right by whoever, that I did not pay attention to what I needed. And so this is almost like your wake-up call to realize, holy crap, I was supposed to use that money for myself, right? Holy crap, I was supposed to have all of this for me, right? This was supposed to be for me. Or I actually needed this. It's not even a selfish thing. It's I actually needed this. This was supposed to, I needed to do these things for me, and now I don't have them. So that's where there's the maturity. This is full moon Capricorn. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, not that I'm not a good-hearted person, not that I'm not kind, but enough is enough as in I can't be kind to the extent of being depleted, because it's not taken advantage of. I don't feel like anybody actually, they took everything. It's like you opened up your house trusting that people would do right by you, but they came in and they took as much as they could. They just grabbed it, and they left you with way less than you expected them to ever take, right? And so now it's like, I don't want to say cynicism, but it's lesson learned. Like I open up my mind and I get it. Like I understand that I have to be very specific with what I allow or don't allow, with what I give or what I don't give. I have to be very, very particular about it, because people will come in and take as much as they possibly can. And I can't let that happen anymore. I can't. So it's not that you've learned to not give. And this is where I want you to be on your own side. It's not that you've learned to not give. It's that you've learned to give with boundaries. You've learned to give within the limitations of also giving to yourself. Because think of life as a big old banquet, right? And you're serving up all this delicious food. It's your energy, it's your resources. People are coming in and they're just eating all they want, but you didn't even serve yourself a plate. And the truth is this, that means that you've starved one person at the party. That means that you have been a very bad host because you didn't leave enough for everybody to not only enjoy, but get their sustenance. Because you are a person. You are somebody who needed care. And it doesn't matter that you needed the care from yourself, that you needed to be taken into consideration with regards to these provisions. What mattered is you didn't do it. And so now I think what you're learning to do is give to everybody in your life, including yourself. And you learn the hard way in that you are going to be depleted for a little while. You are going to be without for a little while, but not forever. And this lesson has taught you to put yourself into a place of consideration from here on in. Make sure that you're taking care of everything that needs to happen for you and your life, because it's very important. How do we move forward from this? How do we move forward from this? Like, what's that outcome? What's that outcome? We're going to get these first, these cards. Justice. So this could have to do with some sort of legal decision or actual decision, just putting things into balance. Also justice for people who actually were exploited to you. So it has to do with maybe sticking up for yourself, standing up for yourself, or recognizing where people took too much. This is justice for defeat, justice for where too much was taken, too much was removed, justice for an actual maybe attack or somebody taking advantage. So that's really clear. Yeah, it's recognizing the underhandedness. It's recognizing the lack of respect. It's recognizing, so that would be the Seven of Swords, where people took too much and they knew it. Were somebody who was just grabbing all that they could. It's almost like you woke up to realize you fed your enemies, that they got in the house too. And it wasn't just people who cared about you that got in. It was people that did not respect you at all and were overtly taking advantage and would not care. They were doing it for fun. They were doing it, not that they couldn't get things elsewhere, but they were doing it to hurt or harm your giving mentality, hurt or harm your generosity. So I think what you've done is you've sussed out, or you've determined very clearly, or you're deciding to determine who was the wrongdoer, because you don't want it to interrupt you feeling like you can help and care for and love openly. So you're really like focusing in on who was the bad apple. Because a lot of times, you know that saying, well, either throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Throw the good out with the bad, or the good gets punished with the bad, because it's like when you find out that the system's been rigged, you close down the system entirely. When in reality, so many people were actually thriving because of the system, but then the rats get in and they muck it all up. So what you want to do is you want to suss out the rats. You don't want to take down your whole sense of generosity, your whole sense of love. You want to take out just the parts that make it toxic, or the parts that make it wrong. And you're finding justice for that. You're finding justice for who undercut you. You're finding justice or equilibrium for what was defeating you. That's really beautiful news, because you're also pinpointing what it was. So what is this Five of Swords? Can you tell, Sagittarius? You're definitely getting justice for it. What was it? Eight of Cups. It was somebody who was indolent, somebody who walked away. Four of Swords. This is during the Mercury retrograde that you're going to decide this, and it's going to become clear to you. This is somebody who just decided to not care, decided to not participate or do anything. It's like over a period of time too. This is a recognition of either a system, a process, a person that just sort of was very indolent and refused to participate. This could have been somebody who walked away, decided to just leave everything behind. Four of Swords, when you look back, you kind of add it up. You tying up those loose ends of people or situations that had nothing really to give and never really wanted to, didn't care enough. So you're reconciling this. And I think what you're reconciling it for is to cut that person out, if it's a person. Decide to not participate anymore in those who refuse to participate in you. That's what you're deciding. You're deciding to not participate anymore in those who refuse to participate in you. Okay? Let's get an angel card. And this would have been somebody who just doesn't put in. It's like you're realizing there's people who just don't participate. There's a lot of angel cards. This is interesting. Spiritual protection. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. Easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. Socialize or join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. That means people who give as much as you. Yeah, you really discovered there's somebody from the past. I think this is a person. And you gave and you gave and you gave. Maybe it was a business, right? Maybe it was your work. There's a sense of you put in a lot and it was never going to give you what you put in. And so now it's almost like a very healthy way of looking at this. You're like, my bad. I am now going to get involved in a group or in a group of people, surrounded by people who really love and care about me and who are as giving as me. This is a moment, Sagittarius, when the giver finds another giver instead of the takers, because the takers are going to be the first ones that line up. But this is a sense of, I want to find the team, the place, the person, the people that have my mentality. And my mentality is the mentality of, I put my all in. And they're going to put their all in too. Right? Balancing masculine and feminine energies. This is finding that cosmic balance of give and take. Because that's what masculine and feminine energy is. Masculine is actually the give. And feminine is actually the receive. And when both of those are balanced, that's wonderful. But when you give and give and give and you can't receive anything back, because the truth is, as individuals, we are neither masculine or feminine. We are both masculine and feminine. So you are always supposed to find yourself, to be in a healthy position, you're always supposed to find yourself in the position of give and take. So this ebb and flow. But if you're constantly surrounded by people who are takers and all you keep doing is giving, you are in an unbalanced situation. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. You are growing up and you are maturing and you are in the process finding better people in your life who are also in charge of their own give and take and would never walk into your house or home or life and take too much. let's see where this goes over in the extended. I'll see you there.